the argument, there's like a handful of guys you can make the argument is the greatest of all time. People forget about Anderson Silva. In his prime, he was unstoppable. But that's
Anderson
the thing is,
Silva.
and then there's Fedor Emelianenko, who fought in
Yeah,
Pride.
yeah.
In his prime, he was unstoppable. There's this.
And you have a couple now that are pretty
yes.
good.
Alex Pereira.
Correct.
There's an argument that he's the
He's
top
looking,
pound for pound fighter in
he's
the world
looking
right
very
now.
good, yeah.
It's unbelievable. But it's like fighters can only compete at that level for so many years. And so, in my opinion, you have to judge them at their very peak. You can't judge them when they're hanging on and still fighting. You can't judge them when they're coming up. You got to judge them in that championship peak. And that championship peak, there's a handful of guys that you would consider at the very top.
If they stopped a little bit sooner,
yeah.
some of them would have had, I mean, there are a couple of that you just mentioned without mentioning names. If they stopped, they had the perfect, they were unbelievable. And then at a certain age, they start getting knocked out, right?
Yes, it's unfortunate, but the thing is that same belief in themselves that lets them become a champion makes them think that they can do it long past the time that they actually can.
Well, Anderson Silva was essentially unbeatable. And then he lost a close one. Then all of a sudden he had,
he got knocked out. He got knocked out by Chris Weidman.
Right.
He was kind of clowning in that fight famously, and Chris Weidman had a vicious left hook, knocked him out. And then they fought a second time, and he broke his leg on Chris Weidman.
Right, that's right.
And after that fight, he was kind of never the same because that leg break injury, which Conor McGregor had, there's quite a few fighters.
That was a bad
Weidman
one.
actually wound up having the same injury.